of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, the first item on the agenda is the application. No, we're going to take this out of order. We're going to skip to item 2, which is the application of 50 Wharton Drive LLC for an area variance from the table of use and bulk regulations in an SR20 zoning district to permit 3 floors for a single-family residence currently under construction, where the bulk table allows only 2 floors. This is being requested to avoid excessive grading and installation of a retaining wall. The property is located at 3 Holland Road and is known as Section 229, Block 3, Lot 5 on the tax map. We received a letter from the applicant's attorney dated September 6th. I'll read into the record. Dear Chairman Baum, this matter is on the September 12, 2023 ZBA agenda. The applicant is currently compiling additional information for consideration by the Zoning Board of Appeals. Therefore, we request that at the September 12th, 2023 meeting, the ZBA open and adjourn the public hearing to the October 10th ZBA meeting. Please confirm that the applicant's appearance at the August meeting is not required. I guess he means September's meeting. Further, please be advised that this office will no longer be representing the applicant. Thank you for your courtesies. Respectfully, J. Myro, Bluestein, Shapiro, Frank, and Barone, LLP. So I guess we've got no choice. So I guess being no objections, I'm going to make a motion that we adjourn the application of 50 Wharton Drive LLC for the property at 3 Holland Road until the October 10th, 2023 meeting, at which time the public hearing will be continued.
I'll second it.
Seconded by Dan. Any discussion? Any comments? Elizabeth? No? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. October. Thank you. Okay, the next item, let's go back to item number 1, the application of Shakima Creek for an area variance from the table of district use and bulk regulations, SR20 zoning district, to permit construction of a rear and front addition to a single-family residence which was damaged by fire, as well as an area variance for a pool setback and allowable floor area ratio. The property, which is the subject of the action, is located in an SR20 zoning district, identified as Section 222, Block 1, Lot 9 on the tax map, and is known as 37 Still Road. Mr. Namato, you have the floor.
Hello, everyone. We're the design firm representing this project. As per our last meeting, the board had requested that we do some additional research and provide more information. That additional research had to do with whether or not this property was part of a subdivision, and the additional information was architectural plans to show the layout that we're proposing. So I gather you received the sketch that we did showing the annexation plan and then the location of the property within that annexation and the architectural plans. I'm also very well aware you received the building department's letter, which did not agree with our sketch as proof of a subdivision, and that was disappointing. The building department gave us the gift and then they took it away. What can I say? I would ask the board to have a little wider breadth and latitude with that, if they would accept what we did propose, since there's no doubt it was annexed at that time in the late 1950s, and without question, that property, along with all the others in that area, needed to be subdivided because it was just a large piece of land and the house put up. In addition to that, we provided the architectural plans. Paul, should I go through everything, or you want to take one point at a time?
No, I mean, you can make whatever presentation you want to put on the record, and then we'll ask questions of you as we go through it.
Sure. They provided me an easel, which I think will be really helpful because I could put the architectural plans up on display as I describe it. So let me just bring this over.
Thank you.
With the architectural plans, I like to describe to you what's existing and what's proposed. So we did confirm what the building department said. The original house did comply with the FAR requirements of 0.18. Our new design, ups that FAR to a 0.29. So
Wait, let me stop you right there, because I was really confused about that. On your survey, you show the two additions, and you show one as being 321 square feet in the rear, right?
that's correct.
And the new addition in the front is 86 square feet.
Correct.
Okay. So that's an addition of 407 square feet.
Correct.
So right now, your proposed FAR is 4420.
Well, that's the total gross area of the proposed design.
Right.
Total gross square footage, yes.
If we subtract out the 470 square feet, that only leaves, that means there's 4,013 square feet right now?
No, FAR is different than gross area. FAR is the total area per plane or story of the
Right.
building. So all right, let's get into it. So in the middle, we have a
What, so, right, so I guess my question is this, where you say it's 86 square feet, you mean 86 square feet of a footprint? Not
Correct.
86 square feet of additional square footage towards the FAR,
It's an 86 square foot addition,
right?
which increases the FAR.
By 86 square feet.
In that instance, yes.
And the one in the back is a 321 square foot footprint,
Correct.
but it's 2 stories,
Correct.
and that adds,
700 plus.
okay. But what about the addition over the garage?
And that adds an additional square footage, which also increases the FAR.
So the existing square footage of the house right now, total,
Is 2,570 square feet.
2,570 square feet. Okay. All right, so can you just run us through then what's existing that 2,570 square feet consists of?
Yes, I can. The 2,570 square feet is the existing footprint. So in this particular case, it's this here, the lines that are not hatched. Okay, here it's this square footage right here. In this particular case, it doesn't include this, but this exists, and there's a line here. And then here, it would be all of this, but only up to here because we added the addition in the back. And the whole total area over the garage.
Right, so it's the whole thing, not just,
The whole thing. It is, the new second floor is approximately 535 square feet, including the story above the garage.
You have to go into that empty space because that's what puts you way over the,
No, Howard, I'm welcoming that opportunity. I like to, because just to show I use the word unfairness of this law imposed upon this. So in the middle, in the original design, it was just a typical split level house. So what we did when we created this middle space, which existed, is just took the roof off and lifted it to align with the roof line of the master bedroom suite that's over the garage. It's a simple thing. It makes it a cathedral ceiling. I mean, I can't give a percentage, but how many of our designs we have where clients ask, we like to have a cathedral ceiling, to increase a living room height or a family room height. And Exactly. And, we do it without question. In this particular case, because of the FAR requirement, now that all we did is lift the roof over this existing space, it doubles the square footage of it per an FAR requirement.
As if there
And
was
I'll-
a floor.
Why is that? Every 10 feet is considered a story, whether it's,
Not 10 feet.
Whether
every
it's
level.
contiguous or not, right?
No, they measure from wall to wall.
Whether you're actually having habitable space, it could just all be air.
Yeah.
If you're not using its habitable space, but then you're just
Actually, I'd like to expound upon that just a little bit more because of what Deb just said. We have a total FAR right now of 4,420 square feet
that's proposed.
proposed. The existing is 2,570. That leaves a balance of 1,850 square feet in FAR language, okay, not in actual language. Of that 1,850 square feet, 520 square feet of it is air, and 535 square feet of it is a garage. So of the 1,850 minus 1,035, we're looking at an increase of 700 square feet of habitable space.
I may be wrong because I'm no expert on this, but it looks like the garage is bigger.
Yeah, we added an addition to the back. You see, this is the existing garage. We added this addition because of the type of cars that he has. So the garage now would go from the original 355 square feet is now a total of 535 square feet. So an increase of 180 square feet on one floor. But then on the second floor, it's a total of 535. But if we could go back to my previous, calculation of everything that we're proposing, it only totals approximately 700 square feet of habitable space of an increase in gross area habitable space terms, not in FAR terms.
What was the existing garage again?
The existing garage was approximately 355 square feet.
And the reason for the expansion of the garage is for the Cadillacs?
For the trunks alone.
Yeah. Yes. That was a request by
Or
the
he
owner.
stores cars there, or?
He'll finally be able to probably.
It's not going to get them all, it's a one-car garage, right?
Correct. It's one garage door opening, but
Thinks
the
he can
length
do
is
two back to
increasing.
back.
Yeah.
We'll
In
stack
front
them.
of the back. Stack 'em, yeah. Actually, that's a good idea.
Okay.
So, why don't we just go through the whole concept generation of the design? In the existing house, the utilities, the kitchen, everything was on the left side of the house. As you can see, the left side, or plan left, let's call it, in using those terms to describe what's going on, really did not change.
Right, it's all existing.
It's all the footprint of it is existing. The utilities or the functional rooms of the house are there. When you get to the middle of the house, where you go up a half a flight, I mean, basically that exists except for the part that we added, and it's just a cathedral ceiling.
But you put an addition on the back.
Yeah, right here.
No, on the main,
On the left side too as well.
on the left side.
It looks like.
Oh, over here.
Yes. that's
No,
it.
no,
No,
there's no addition there. Oh, that was because we're proposing new walls, because the damaged walls of the fire. But the
Oh, okay.
addition, yeah,
Hatching
what
It's not really.
yeah, we're doing this is architecturally based, so we had started the repair plans associated with bringing the house up to code and things like that.
Favor, and because of that hatching, can you trace me the original footprint of the house on one of yours? Because I'm guessing I'm off.
Play with colors.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just
Okay.
so I understand, because I think I'm off then. I thought the hatching meant brand new everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I thought I thought what he said that
Right.
this was the end of the house,
Right.
right there.
Okay, I see. Oh, so the center and the right is what's, I got you. That portion in the back of the left is just being rebuilt.
Correct. Because
I got it now.
So that the green is the original.
Okay. That clears up a lot. Thank you so much.
Then actually, I mean, would it help if I just repeat that?
Yeah, sure.
here also?
So it already had that bump out on the left. I see now. Thank you.
And it's the addition of this master bedroom, which is now pushing the distance from the pool down from 15 to 7.5.
Correct. Actually, it's the extension of the garage and the master bedroom above, because they're both within the same plane. That's decreasing the distance to 7.5 feet.
If they were smaller, it would be further away from the pool.
Correct. They would.
That balcony on the back is getting added though to both sides. On the, yeah,
The one side.
On over here, this side here,
right.
which could be, we could talk about that.
That's not factored into the floor area ratio, right? Balconies? I don't think.
No,
I'm just curious.
I didn't.
That's being added, okay.
So the 7.1 feet, is it to the house or is it to the post of the balcony?
Which plan are you looking at?
I'm looking,
We're going to the house. It's
the
7
house.
point feet to the house.
From the pool. 7.1 feet from the pool to the house, okay. So does that mean it gets closer with the porch balcony above?
so,
Which is something that we can eliminate.
so on the rear of the house, where you're putting the master bedroom, there's a
On the
balcony.
on the right side of the house.
On the right side of the house. There's a balcony. Right?
Yes, right here.
So that balcony is going to go even closer to the pool than 7.1 feet?
Yes, but we're willing to remove that.
Yeah, because people are gonna be diving off that
Yeah.
balcony then to the pool. It's
How far out does that balcony come?
gotta come out at least 3 feet
It's
minimum.
It's about 4 feet out.
So we're talking about 4 feet out. That's 3 feet away from
Yeah.
the
You're
pool.
talking 3 feet.
Yeah, no, we're willing to.
Where's the deep end?
Dan wants to invite
It
to the
better be
party.
right there.
Come over here, step on this side. You'll feel the deep end. That's for sure.
Okay, so on your survey where you shaded in this 321 square foot addition, it does not include the balcony.
It does not.
Right, that's where I was confused.
That's all.
Okay, so we know what's existing. So we're talking let's to get back to your numbers. You're adding 1,850 square feet of additional square footage that counts towards the floor area.
Yes,
520 feet, which is the air over the existing living room.
correct.
535 feet is the existing garage
Well, the existing garage plus its
plus
addition.
the addition.
Yes. The addition of
back.
only the garage.
Right.
Yes.
And then the other 700 square feet is what you're putting in the master bedroom.
Yeah, well, in the front, that front,
front.
rest- and the master bedroom.
I think it's over 800 square feet.
520 and 535 is 1,055. And he had 1,850.
18, so that's 815. I have 715. Do you want to double check my math on
I'm a lawyer, I can't do math.
That's what I got.
that?
It's like
Actually,
800.
I think that's absolutely right. I think it is
1850 less
Right.
0,
eight something.
815.
Yeah, 815.
815. Okay. So how big is the master bedroom addition? Is that also about 535 square feet?
No, well, say that one more. Only the addition part of it, or the total?
The bedroom, the master
Bedroom.
bedroom, the whole, the whole
It's,
suite.
the master bedroom is 535 square feet of total.
So 535 square feet is the master bedroom.
That master bedroom is new, like that's gonna be.
It's new. It's a new second floor.
Gotcha.
Right, and then we determine the front is 86 square feet.
Yes, the little,
Foyer there.
yes.
So what's the difference? Where is that? Let's see. We had 815. We minus the 535, and we minus the 86. So there's another 194 square feet. Would that be the hallway upstairs that joins the?
No, this is included within that area.
Where are we picking up another 194 square feet?
Maybe it's on
We
the
have
second
that-
plane
we
because the
have that
foyer's got a
empty-
stairwell
that
that goes
empty
up.
Space.
Yeah, from the second floor, the foyer goes
Well,
up.
on
This total empty
C1,
space, which is not being used, will not be used for
It'll be on the-
living purposes, but counts towards the FAR.
Right, because it's ground floor.
I know,
and-
but we've already accounted for that.
Yeah.
No, but for the front, it's two as well, because the front has, the
Up
front
in
has
the
two.
front as well?
Yeah, the front has two spots as well. That's why, it's a small amount, but that gives it the extra 100.
It looks like a nice looking house, but I think it's unfortunate that it's going to be too large.
He's essentially putting the stairwell up and downstairs in that new little front foyer addition. Those are gonna be a new set of stairs to go up and down, so it's gonna be 2 levels, essentially, for that little front. Yeah, you can see it on the.
I think I have a good handle on it. Anybody else have any other questions?
Questions are answered.
I think I essentially agree with Howard in that, David, even if we took the 520 and the 535 out of the new, space, that leaves you with that 815. And if I read things correctly, what FAR would permit is 2674. Subtract the original square footage, that would leave you, with 104 that you could have added and still be within FAR's restriction. So what, if we do as you say, and we remove the air space, we just, as an intellectual exercise, take your argument. And if we take out the garage too, not saying that we should do this as a general rule, but just as kind of a thought exercise, that leaves 815, and what FAR would permit is 104. And you know that we have to look for the smallest variance that will do the job. Have to ask ourselves, is this a substantial, variance? And that strikes me as very substantial. And that's even when, we do as you say, and we take out these arguably, as you were kind of framing it, difficult aspects of the law. Even if we do that, it still looks, awfully far over what the law would permit.
I understand your thoughts, John. Yet an 800 square foot addition is not out of the norm of what's going on in this area, you know, without question.
That makes sense, except that it would appear that this house was already fairly big for its lot, according to FAR, right?
Well, can't deny that. The original house size met the FAR requirements of a .18.
But only just. It
So,
was already pretty close.
This is almost a different house
yeah,
because of the changes you made.
sure.
It's a problem between the architect and the law. And it's something that I feel, and I don't know if the rest of the board feels, if there's some way that you can work it to make this go down somewhat as far as the square footage is concerned, to get it so that it's not this large a variance.
Try to reduce the impact.
It would be helpful to the board, I would think.
I think he's got a long way to come. I don't know. It would just be such a substantially different.
The design would change dramatically. And also, I mean, I hate to let go of the idea that this was not part of a subdivision. I mean, we definitely exhausted every avenue to us. You know, I mean, with Orange County, with town of Monroe, there is no record of it at all, other than, and again, while I joked before, but I do appreciate the building department providing us the annexation map. But it provides without question that this was subdivided at some time.
Right.
It had to be. I mean, you
Well-
can't have a large piece of land and then not have a piece cut out of it without it being subdivided. The lack of records doesn't negate the fact that it was not part of a subdivision.
Well,
we just can't.
It makes sense, except that
Just no proof.
you're looking for a very large exception to the FAR law, and that requires that have been filed in the Orange County Clerk's office. I know this is a difficult piece of property because it was originally the town and now it's the village, but there's got to be evidence somewhat of a filing. Otherwise it wasn't a legal subdivision.
Maybe they didn't have subdivision.
I was
laws
about to
back
say
then.
that.
You just subdivided
No.
by deed.
And I did,
Well,
I did
actually,
a,
they
prop-
had
I
to
did a
close
property in
it.
Monroe.
Excuse me,
No.
one conversation. Go ahead. Could you, Kelly?
Oh, I asked if he had contacted a title company, if they may be able to assist with the search.
I was about to ask that, yeah.
Thank you.
Because I went through the same in my job with a property over in Montebello, and it turned out that it was just a deeded away and never filed as a map or anything, and the title company figured that out.
Just
No, I believe me, I
Actually,
exhausted my welcome at Orange County Clerks, and I mean, they were very,
they're nice.
very nice, very helpful and everything, but scratching their heads because just could not find anything.
They moved a lot though, from back and forth to Valley View and then back, so I wouldn't be surprised if something got misplaced.
Yeah, I would welcome actually the opportunity to go back to the owner and ask them to hire a title company to do a title search
Yeah.
prior to any.
And that.
If you want to come anywhere close to this particular house, it is a good idea.
And if you do that, make a suggestion that they look into the larger property behind it, because at one time they may have been connected, or there will be
Oh, really?
records connecting it. This is how I used to do when I would search for things like this. Look for the oldest piece of property next to it, and then try to find the records on that. And sometimes they'll lead you to where your records are. You know,
Or
that-
to pertinent information
Right.
pertaining to your
right.
Oh,
property.
Stevens Road's access.
no, I saw the title search on there. This is not. It wasn't listed as a subdivision.
Yeah, title search.
I saw that. Yeah.
I mean, when they bought the house, the title.
Yeah,
search, those
they
are never
gave us a
extensive.
copy of the title report.
Those are not as extensive as they are when you're doing a survey and subdivision.
I agree with you, Dan. I mean, it would have to be a deep dive into the past, but the initial report did not show it as part of a subdivision. I think it went back to like the early 70s, something like that.
I mean, if it was deeded over in the 50s, I mean, annexed over in the 50s, there's going to be further back. You just keep looking for old deed.
Yeah.
I spent hours up in the county doing stuff like that. It's
Okay.
just tedious. There's a companies that, I mean, I had the job doing it, so I know it could be done.
Here's
It's
your
just a
man
long-
right here. David.
We can talk later.
It is like
Small
long.
conflict,
Yourself, James is here.
small conflict of interest.
Yeah, I don't think I could though if I wanted to.
No, you could
But I
not.
could give you some guidance if you need to, seriously, because there's a lot of things I learned over the years.
Yeah, I sometimes you don't see the forest through the trees, right? I didn't even think about going back to another title company or for them to do a deep dive back because we had the report there. It just doesn't show it.
That might be worth pursuing.
What we'll do for the sake of architectural design.
True. I gotta admit that you completely changed the building, and if this was to be built there, I don't think anybody would have realized it was a renovation.
Oh, yeah, just kind of something a little more different, but toned back and.
I think
It-
we're
it
ready
works.
to
I mean,
buy
you'll
it,
s-
David.
I think
We're ready
buy
to
it.
buy it, but whether we can approve it or not.
We'll color it. We'll add some nice color to it. It'll work.
And it's a shame the property's so small because those balconies would have looked nice if they weren't so darn close to the pool.
They are close. Yeah.
It's just too tempting to have a safety hazard if that was there for some kids living in that house. So where are we at now then? Are we suggesting that you go back and suggest to the owners of
Well,
that titles company?
It's his choice. I think it
think it's a good
makes
idea.
sense. If you can get it within that statute to do it.
You know, Howard, I took to heart when you brought that up initially at the first meeting. Believe me, I'm before you not having exhausted every avenue to me. So, but on the other hand, I would welcome the opportunity to go back to the owner and discuss the possibility of doing another title search.
I think it would be worth it for you to do that. But my personal.
But also this gave us a good opportunity to get you up to date, on the project, learn more about it. And see what we
I
can do.
definitely understand it a lot more this month than I did last, so it's more apparent to me now what's going on. Yeah, the elevations did help a lot, so thankfully getting
Oh,
those to us.
absolutely.
I'm just trying to figure out why they made that exception in the law.
I think that was a mistake, that exception, because we have not had a FAR case. This is our first FAR case.
Because of that.
That exception should be looked at by the village board, I think, and discussed with the building department.
I would like to understand that.
I don't understand it, Paul.
Wait, are we trying to understand the thinking of the board here?
Well, yeah, I mean, if they created the exception, so obviously there was a reason for it, and, why exempt out
Do you remember when this was created?
plans that were on a subdivision map versus a house that's not on the subdivision map? If they're both existing houses.
When was this put enacted?
One guy could do it and one guy can't?
Um,
That sort of
21.
doesn't make sense to me.
2021?
No, it's 5/18/2021.
2021.
2020.
Who was the mayor at that time? Maybe they would know.
That's only, we're only talking about 2 years ago.
Right, so. That's what I'm saying. If there was only somebody here that would be able to enlighten us into why they were making such a,
No, I don't. We'll
Just
have to
curious.
do our research.
yeah, I guess.
Okay, so what do we do, David?
Well, we're waiting. Do you wish to adjourn until you can contact your
I do.
clients and ask them to?
I
then-
do. I'd ask the board if you could adjourn us to the next meeting, give us time to see if we could, if the owner could find another title company to do
So
a greater search.
till October then, is that going to work?
What's that?
Till October?
I have no idea. I really
Tentatively
don't.
till October.
Yeah.
You can contact us and let us.
Yeah, we'll put it over to October, and then if you're not ready and you need another adjournment, just send in a letter like,
Yeah.
Jay did and ask to be put over another month, and
It's not a problem.
A motion to adjourn to, till next month, till October.
okay, so we got a motion to adjourn the public hearing. But first of all, before we do that, let me just, I know nobody's sitting out there, but at least for the record, let's open it up to the public. And if any members of the public have any comments with regard to the application, please come forward. I'll note for the record that there's no one from the public in attendance. So now, with that, we'll have a motion to adjourn the application to the October
10?
10th.
10th agenda, seconded by Elizabeth. Any discussion?
No?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very
Adjourn
much,
to October
everyone.
10th. Let us know how you're making out.
I will. Thank you again.
Okay. Thanks, David. All right. Let's clear that palette. Oh,
Oh, minutes now.
I just want to know one other thing with regard to the application of 37 Still Road. It was referred to the county Department of Planning, even though I think we determined that it didn't require a GML review. But they did look at it and they remanded it for local determination, so I'll put that to the record.
Thank you. And I'll put this one.
Date of that?
The GML?
The GML was submitted on July 6th and it was returned today,
No,
date July 7th.
July 7th,
Then
2023.
why did I get it so late?
It's 2 months
I
ago.
just got it today. Literally got it today in my mailbox. All right, well,
Thank you.
Wow. They're taking it. They're busy.
Okay. Next item on the agenda. I lost my agenda again.
Approve the meetings, August 8th. Oh, is that the minutes? That's what I meant. Oh, approved August 8th minutes. I'm guessing that was emailed to us because I didn't get a paper copy, so I didn't read it.
That typically comes.
yeah, that typically comes email.
Yeah, I'm-
Because I always wait till the last minute to make sure I get everything. And John has a lot,
I
so.
just got a phone.
Did you want to just give it to me, John, and I'll do it?
I
Do you have a copy?
do.
Okay.
And then we'll
You
review
want
it
to just,
again.
Maybe we would then have to do that. Then we would have to,
Make the adjustments and we'll review it again for next month's
that's
approval.
fine.
Holding in abeyance?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with
Sounds
that.
good.
yeah, I think if we were going to do it as Rhonda suggests, then we would have to do that.
Okay.
There's some naming things, Rhonda. There's aesthetics versus aesthetic,
Ah,
not the
yes.
same, and precedent versus precedence, same root, not the same.
Okay.
And there's a fair number of those. So, yeah, I'll just
Telling you, you're
give you those, and let's talk about it again next time.
Okay, so, we'll defer the approval of the minutes,
the next month's meeting.
defer to 10:10. Rhonda make corrections for John's notes. Okay, and if anybody else has any other comments, please email them to Rhonda so they can get incorporated into this next,
And if you want to just pass that over.
'cause I had
I would appreciate it.
a few small comments, but I'll email them to you.
Perfect. Thank you.
We might want to talk about my markup too, Rhonda, 'cause I think most of that will be clear,
Okay.
but
If it's not, I know where you are.
all right.
She'll find you.
I have everybody's number.
She'll hunt you down. So, motion to adjourn?
No, not yet. We're not done.
New business. It's not on here.
Nice try.
now. Well, I'm going by what's on the agenda. That's right after that, it has adjournment.
So first, before we go to new business, let's go to old business.
Right, old business.
And in old business, I just want to point out for the record that on 10 Clinton Court, where we already granted the variance, we also have a GML review from them dated July 7th, but that was also for local determination. It's moot, but I'm bringing it up and letting you know. Okay. So this is deferred. Now we can go to new business. Do we have any applications pending?
We do not.
Okay, so next month meeting, we'll have the continuation of 37 Still and 3 Hollins. Okay. Any other new business? I know Rhonda sent around an email that they had to change the password for the OneDrive account, so hopefully everybody has that. And if they need to get into OneDrive, use the new password. The other thing I had on the new business were those draft local laws. I don't know if anybody had a chance to look at them, but there's, on the village's website, there's a bunch of introductory local laws. Some of them related to the zoning code, some not. So, just letting you know, it's there. If anybody's interested, they can pull them down and take a look.
Still in draft form, though, right? These are not yet.
They have not been adopted, no, they're in draft, although I think some of them on there were adopted as well, so. But they are there. There's some local laws that were adopted and some that are being,
They're noted as such.
that are still being debated by the village board. Because I know we talked about them and Rhonda had a problem circulating them, and then we realized they're on the website. Just wanted to let everybody know.
Well, what to do about it, though, Mr. Chairman? I mean, if, were they concerned the board, should we, you know,
Well, they weren't
Do our
officially
homework
referred
and-
to us, so we don't have any advice, we don't have any review authority. I just figured I'd let everybody know if they're interested in reviewing them and
to do
sending
their,
comments to the village board on a personal matter.
okay. So, for everyone to do their individual homework then.
Yeah, if you want to be
Be a
informed.
village
Huh?
village.
Yeah,
Hey,
Okay, understood.
I just wanted to let the board know that they're there. And then, I guess the only other item was, Kelly sent us the, decision in order in the WC Lincoln Corp., Article 78, which the court found in favor of the zoning board and determined that, we did not act in an arbitrary, capricious, or unreasonable manner, and our decision was, sustained, so.
I
anybody-
just received this afternoon, they filed a motion to re-argue, so.
Oh, good
I'm waiting.
grief.
Okay.
I received it after I actually left the office.
Oh, wow.
wow.
They do not give up.
No.
They,
Tenacious.
yes, tenacious,
Tenacious.
but we will be just as tenacious.
Oh, thank you.
Great.
Okay. That's it. I have nothing else. Anybody else have anything?
Motion adjourned.
Now you can make a motion to adjourn.
Second
Really,
that?
Dan?
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We stand adjourned at 8:44.
Wow, almost 42.
Thank you, everybody.